Hey y'all, welcome back to Tapin Podcast by TTBE. It is your girl Myesha Banks again here with another episode. Um, so I want to share a couple of things. I like to let you guys know exactly what I'm up to and what's going on with the business and with the brand and the elevation of the brand. So I have like two projects that I'm dropping and I'm so excited because the goal is to establish my own public speaking academy. I definitely want to be a school owner, academy owner, and it's taken a lot out of me. It's taken a lot, to put that together, to get the funding and all these things. But I'm excited to teach people how to, articulate themselves and just build confidence in their voice. And also, the second project is the TV show. So I'm going to be dropping a TV show, TTBE TV show. It is going to be so exciting as well. I'm gonna be shooting reviews on different speakers, reviews on different videos of inspirational, motivational speakers, and honestly, music. I actually just brought that up in my head now. I actually want to do reviews for music where certain lyrics just kind of like thrived my soul. Like it just speaks to my soul, speaks to me. And it's just like good lines in certain songs. And I'm like, did y'all just hear that? When you listen to a song, you're like, did you just hear that? But I like to lead that into the fact that how do you know when God is testing you? How do you know when God is testing you? How do you know when you're at test? How do you know when you're being tested with your faith, with your belief system, and even with believing in yourself? And I came up with something and I said, you you know when he's testing you when one, of course, a cliche saying is when things are uncomfortable or when things are still and things are not shifting. These are things that people like to say, motivational speakers do speak about, but I like to kind of twist my perspective up a little bit. And I believe that when God is testing you, he literally creates a blank space in your life. He creates this like quietness where that's the time for you to listen and hear yourself and listen to your intuition on how to develop the next step of your life. And yes, that do consider being still or just being quiet, or everything in your life is just kind of at a standstill. And I said to myself, every time I'm being tested, every single time I'm being tested, I come up with a new idea. And why? Because I didn't choose to move backwards. I didn't choose to stay still. I didn't choose to be okay with where I'm at. I come up with new ideas. And I think that is honestly the most positive way I can say when you know you're being tested. It's really not always negative. People like to say every time you're being tested, people fall out your life, no one's around, no one cares about you, you isolated and all these things. And I just say it's not even about that. Sometimes it's not even about isolation or not being around people or pulling yourself out of the world or society. 90% of the time is it's a gap in your life where it's time for you to elevate. It's a gap in your life when it's time for you to create. It's a gap in your life when it's time for you to expedite your ideas, your vision, and your goals. That's when you know God is testing you, because now when you create these new ideas, it brings on those words we like to use, which is anxiety or just being nervous or, not too sure what you should do. The best thing in life is when you have options. When you create options for yourself, you have stepped into your power. You have now, forced yourself to move a different way, move in a different direction. That's when you know you're being tested. When you start to step into your power and you start to realize that there are better things that I have to do with myself, there are better habits that I have to train myself to do, there are better visions and different intuitions that are coming into my life, and I have to move into that. You want to move with yourself. You want to move into the elevation of who you want to become. And when God tests you, he not only do he test you with seeing if you're going to actually do it, but he will stress you out. I feel like the Most High stresses me out when I'm trying to grow, because I'm trying to implement an idea. I'm trying to implement a new project. And the test is, are you going to actually do it? When are you going to do it? What time are you going to do it? Are you going to move now? Are you going to move later? Are you going to miss are you going to miss your time frame? These are the things that I believe when God is testing you. I honestly don't think that when everything is going wrong, that's a test. I believe that sometimes when things go wrong or things don't work out in your life, you might have strategically made the wrong step. You might have been playing checkers and not chess. You might have moved certain things around that you didn't really think about. You didn't really plan. You didn't really, curate a good structure under your idea and your decision. When you make a decision, you want the foundation to be solid. You want the foundation to be whole. You don't want to build an idea on something that is weak or a weak foundation. You want to build on something that's super strong. And in order for anything to be strong that you build, you have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to be powerful. You have to be willing to say, this is me. This is what I'm doing. I'm transparent with myself. I am ready. You have to be ready. And are you ready? Are you ready to take yourself to the next level? Are you ready to redirect your direction? Are you ready to change your mindset? Are you ready to get to that thing that you want? And how do you get to that thing that you want? Let's identify the thing that you want. Let's attach a goal to everything that you want, right? So if you want a better financial life, let's attach a better income, right? So if you want a better, where you live or a better home, let's figure out the steps on how to get the home. Not, it's literally how you move forward. And when I tell my listeners and my viewers, I always tell you guys, I am here with you and I'm growing with you. Okay. I'm not here speaking or motivational speaker, or I'm not here on this podcast to tell you that I'm some 6-figure millionaire or whatever. And by the grace of God, I do make that. You guys have been walking the path with me. You guys been a part of my journey. You guys have been supporting everything that I've been doing. So now it's time for me to pour into you. My voice pours into you. So whoever's listening to this podcast or watching this video, it is your time to be established. It's always time for you to establish yourself. And the clock is ticking, right? And it's not ticking like you need to hurry up and rush and do everything. It's ticking, meaning that you need to take the opportunity of every hour in your life. Every day in your life, there's something that can be done for you. There's something that can be done to get yourself to the next level. There is always something to do, right? And people might look at it as if you're a workaholic, or you're always worrying about business, or you're always worrying about how you're going to get this and get that. That's because you the GOAT. That's because you're strong. That's because you're powerful. That's because you know that you're capable of accomplishing all the things that you want in life. At this time, we are no longer looking up to anybody. We are looking into ourselves. We are no longer wishing to be like anybody. We want to wish to be the best version of who we are. We are no longer worrying about what anybody else is doing, because as long as you doing everything that you need to do for you, you are going to get exactly what you want. You are going to accomplish so much in life if you just look into yourself, if you just look into your intuition, if you just listen to your gut feeling. There are so many things inside of you. There are so many doors to unlock. There's so many, passions and inspiration and all of these good things that's inside you that is ready to burst out. It's in you. And you might have down days sometimes. You might, not believe in yourself sometimes. But this is your time to be established. This is your time to tap in to who you are, so you can, elevate, so you can push forward, so you can be astonishing, so you can, have a presence of power, so you can have the presence of knowing who you are, knowing who you want, and staying in your lane. You want to know who you are. You want to know what you're good at. You want to know, what you might be powerful in. And in order to do that, you need to try things. You cannot say you don't want to do this, or you don't want to do that, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Try it. The most credit you can give yourself is that you tried and it did not work out, right? So that goes for me as well. I try everything, okay? I never put myself in a box where this is something that I may not want to do. But at the same time, there's things that I'm doing right now that I don't want to do. I don't want a 9 to 5, but I know that it's going to fuel my dream. It's going to fuel my passion. It's going to fuel, my desires. It's going to, give it's going to give that energy and give that financial resources to allow me to have the option to move forward with what I love. Like I said, create options for yourself. I'd rather you say, I'm not looking for anything. I have to choose between these things. I'm not looking for any relationship. I have to choose who I actually want. You want to start choosing now. You want to change that narrative to choosing, having options from not having options and begging. We are no longer begging for anything. We are no longer begging for opportunities. We are no longer begging for people, for relationships, for friendships, for family ships. We are not begging for nothing. We are now just choosing what we want, options of what we want. And that is what is going to scale you from 0 to 100. It's going to scale everything in your life. It's going to literally pick you from the bottom all the way to the top. And that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to walk that path. And as you walk in that path, you will remain stronger. You will gain strength. You will gain, thickness in your skin. You will gain perspective and mindset and faith and loyalty and just exposing yourself to another version of who you are. Okay? And I truly believe that you have it in you. You have it in you. You have everything. You have everything in you that can get you to the next level. But you need to open up to yourself. You need to open up to your mind. You need to release and move forward and move on and let go and gain and lose so that you can become the best version of yourself. Okay, y'all. I'm feeling good today. This is the first time I actually recorded in the daytime. I woke up around 7 o'clock this morning. I walked the dogs. I just kind of like went to get some coffee at Starbucks. Like, I just feel like now, even on your days off, get up. Just get up. Get up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up and start to change your bad habits. You can't want all these things if you're sleeping all day. You can't want all these things if you're not pushing yourself to get the goals accomplished. And it's one step at a time. Just take one step at a time. And as you take one step at a time, every goal will be accomplished. One goal at a time. Okay, guys. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing this video. And I'll see y'all and talk to y'all next episode. It's time to be established.